Good afternoon, one and all. I'm Anthony Hudson. We're live from the Norwood Oval. Today's action comes from the SANFL match between Sturt and Woodville West Torrens. With nothing on the line, it'll be interesting to see how these teams approach this match. We're about to find out what's changed since last we saw them play. Here come the teams. Daniel Harford joins me. Who's your pick today, Harf?
Good to be here, Hutto. I've tipped the double blues. If in doubt, go with the home team. This match was played at a neutral venue. I think you'd have to toss a coin.
We'll see if you're right, Harf. Thank you. Time for some last-minute instructions as the captains meet in the middle. Finally, we are underway and words give way to actions. Doyle wins it. A quick getaway wasn't possible. Deloya popped up out of nowhere. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Good ruck work. Much. Deloya. He ran into a brick wall.
We haven't seen any spite yet, which is surprising given the comments that were made during the week.
Doyle wins it. Anderson navigated the traffic. They've put themselves under pressure. It's a hot footy. Something has to give soon.
Lots to analyse, Gary. What stands out?
I got nothing yet, but thanks anyway.
Anderson getting his hands on it early. Not his finest moment. They'll take the patient approach. Puncher was afforded latitude. Ballenden, normally creative. Deloya. Becker clears the area. Anderson, Illman. He's generally a good kick. Sadler, strong grab. What's he got on offer? That's skillful. Turned over on centre wing. Litster. He's done brilliantly. Dakin had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. Voss pushes into space and receives the footy. His field kicking is normally first rate. Quality delivery by foot. Searching kick. A spell on the pine might be warranted after that. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Fleeton, Grivell, heads them off at the pass. Doesn't often waste it. Defence 101 there. Hone made the footy his. Grivell, none of them could stop him. He read it superbly. Flirting with the boundary line. Fleeton got to the fall. Tries a safe ball. What can they muster from the back half? Beattie can keep it moving. Well-weighted kick. Sinor. That's good work rate. The double blues have denied them the corridor. Matthews says thank you very much. Rowland doing what he does best. Hone. He's kicked it like an arrow.
The Eagles were defending well until they weren't. They'll be disappointed to let that one through after a dogged opening.
The double blues on the board early. Doyle wins the tap. Dakin. They might be caught out on the turnover. Rowe. Dangerous to leave on his own. Buck working hard and being rewarded. Can he hit a target? Kumblas with a terrific mark deep in defence. Perez with a chance to relieve the pressure. Frederick. Meggins read that one right off the boot. Just needs an accurate kick now. Good work rate. Luca has charged into space.
To finish off the good work.
Bends it around the body. That's on target. Through it goes.
That's what happens when you leave players in space inside 50. It's going to hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Eagles have opened their account. Doyle slaps it out. Dakin, Anderson. The double blues should score here. Griville can't mark. Rowland is calm in a crisis. Seizes the moment. Burrows can just about finish it himself. Going for territory. Good disciplined defence. Hone. Is that holding the ball? He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
Not sure there was much prior opportunity there.
Normally delivers. Deloya has found some space. Into the middle with the kick. Puncher in the centre square. Ballenden can run and carry. Litster only knows one way. Fleeton, well played. He's made a hot start to this match. Met solidly. Can he find a teammate? In no man's land. Rowland. The Eagles under great pressure. It's been a lacklustre affair so far. Lukac wins the hit out. Knight on the same page as his ruck. Edmonds went bang. Hayes. Lukac getting involved. The Eagles are good with their hands. Much. Lukac. He's taken a beauty. Hayes with time. That's commitment to the cause. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. Doyle got his palm to it. Anderson, Frederick, Sadler. He'll feel that one. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
He tried to do too much, not for the first time.
Becker, Boss, clever kick. Barkler with the big fist, feeling the heat. On the non-preferred, Deloya couldn't keep it in. It'll be tossed back.
How's it look down there, Gary?
It hasn't been a thrilling start to the match, but we've got two very determined sides doing everything they can to undermine each other.
Anderson, Dakin, Sadler. He's lost his bearings. Perez, all on his own. Chips to halfback. Manages to find a teammate. Ignoring the corridor for now. They could be vulnerable here. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. What's he got on offer? Good kick. Knight got a fist in. Griville snares the loose ball. Perez, if he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. They've bottled it up. Hayes looking for territory. Deloya. Moore closed him down. He's been busy so far. It wasn't the best kick, and we'll have a throw in.
It's already looking like this will be a stoppage-heavy game, so it's tailor-made for those who thrive on getting their hands dirty.
Dakin swoops. Terrific tackle. The umpire says he had no prior. Doyle wins it down. Anderson misses the target, and it's out of play.
We might be in for a low-scoring match here if the early going is any indication.
Hayes gets his hand to it. Much. Deloya. He's been accosted. The umpire will have it. Doyle palms it down. Frederick, the midfield battle's so important. This is great pressure footy. Rowland. Litster throws it on the boot. Much on a lead. He's got an option in the centre square. Punch that like he meant it. Rowe. Much delivers to centre half forward. Griville read it well. Conservative kick. The double blues are out of trouble. He doesn't waste many. Doyle had his name written all over it. Can he impose himself on the match? Puncher with the intercept mark. Ballenden in the clear. He's made a bright start. Kumblas. We've seen that before. Doyle. He might have thought about the corridor. Battersby marks on centre wing. There goes the kick inside the 50. Griville with half a chance. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
That's a great way to open your account. His confidence will be sky high.
Both sides are cracking in hard at the present time. It's a great contest. Doyle, the winner there. Knight, long ball in. Becker making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Puncher, the Double Blues have won it back. They have absolutely spifflicated him. They're tackling with venom today. Hayes palms it down. Dakin. That's a strong mark. What's he got on offer? Some indirect ball movement here. Voss, the Double Blues, look well drilled. Lewis, this is good footy. Lowers the eyes. It's eluded him. Ango accepted the invitation. Dakin, Battersby, manages to get off a handball. Anderson, they've coughed it up. Buck, under pressure. Much, Rowe, kicks to space. The kick was centimetre perfect. Takes the safe option. Barkler, this is a big opportunity. Picking their way through. Ballenden, great body work.
He could put the finishing touch on a fine passage of play.
Going at his first, and he's got it.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
Good match so far. Punch clear. Knight absorbing the pressure. He's got support. He's wrapped up. Thought his way through it. Foot race on. Who can get there first? Knight. Roland. Crunching tackle. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Lukac with the tap. Anderson. Sadler. Frederick managed to get a handball away. Ango desperate to win it back. Voss makes good contact. Edmonds hunting the footy. Penetrating ball. Ango spoils. Lukac. His field kicking is normally first rate. Quality delivery by foot. They've opened them up here. Lukac. Hayes feeds it out. Much. The defenders will be nervous. That's poor play. Ballenden didn't need to be asked twice. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Doyle wins it down. They've got good chemistry, those two. Anderson. Burrows. The forwards have been starved lately. Can they make the most of this? Emmett uses the body well.
He's not on the board yet. That should change here.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
They'll have to tighten up on him. He doesn't need much space to make you pay.
The Double Blues in front now. Lukac slaps it out. Hayes. Knight. This is promising. Does well under pressure. Kumblis saw that coming. Onto the non-preferred. Anderson. He's hit up the lead. What's he got on offer? That's skillful. Doyle can keep it moving. Probing ball. Emmett just shoveled it out. Anderson. It's a hot footy. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. Lukac gets his hand to it. Knight. They've put themselves under pressure. This will be a close thing, but close enough isn't good enough.
The Eagles have got to be a bit sharper in defence. They're fortunate they weren't punished on that occasion.
Lister with the footy. The kick is precise. That's well played. Normally delivers. Deloya presents in space. Knight. Dangerous to leave on his own. Keen to get the ball moving. Can he find a teammate? Good thinking and good execution too. They've got them on the overlap. Barkler will take some stopping. It's there!
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Neither side able to string goals together. Doyle wins it out of the centre. Dakin, Much in the right spot at the right time. Puncher, marks. Will he go the bomb? looking to get it down there quickly. No mark. Edmonds, ever reliable. Much clears the area. You can't question his commitment. He's drawn a crowd, and he's done for holding the ball.
He's having a word with the umpire, and he may just have a point.
Well-weighted kick. No one can mark. Much dishes it off. Moore keeps it low. Who can run onto this and pump it forward? Barkler, base Sparks, leads his opponent. He just dropped it. Edmonds with another spoil. Buck, it's a tough game. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Good ruck work. Clean pickup. Under pressure. Knight. He's made a hot start to this match. Can't keep hold of it. Buck steadies. Fires. Bullseye!
He's a terrific asset with his pace and skills, and that was another example.
The Eagles edging their way back in front as we near quarter time. Doyle wins the hit out. Dakin is there in the clinches. Quarter time here, a great contest so far, and lots to look forward to. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
The double blues are being beaten around the ball, but at least they're making the most of their opportunities in front of goal, which is keeping them in the match. If they can get it down there a bit more often, the forwards should be able to kick a winning score.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Doyle gets his hand to it. Frederick, he's copped some of his own medicine. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. Doyle with the tap. Dakin, he's run into trouble.
What are your thoughts, Gaz?
The Eagles are playing great footy, and I can't see any reason why they can't go on to win this.
Doyle got his palm to it. Frederick, Lukac affects the turnover. Hayes, Ballenden had some assistance. Barkler just had to get it out. Deloya running in support. 100% effort. No point trying to claim the mark. Boot to ball just in time. You have to be tough to play this game. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Lukac gets his hand to it. Deloya harassed into an error. Barkler in a hurry. Is anyone home? Nichols demanded the footy and got it.
This would give them some breathing space.
Looks good off the boot. He's got it.
You have to show him more respect than that, or he'll hurt you on the scoreboard.
The Eagles are really taking it to them today. Doyle with a deft tap. Frederick, Dakin, he just keeps racking up disposals. Anderson got to the right position and hung on. Snelling, that's good work rate.
Kicking at his first.
Can they get one back? No, they can't. Denied by the post.
If they can keep running and taking the game on, there's no reason why they can't create lots of opportunities in front of goal.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Rowland with a chance to run. Good kick. Barkler, can he mop up? The Eagles are red hot at the moment. Nichols, all on his own. The double blues, forcing them out wide. Buck, Barkler, Knight, Deloya. What a game he's having. Rowe can go back and shoot at goal.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
Touch and go, misses.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
He's off. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Snelling works hard to present. Becker pushes into space and receives the footy. The double blues are out of trouble. What's he got on offer? Burrows lays it off. Kumblis under the gun. The non-preferred lets him down.
That's the value of pressure.
The aerialists will battle for this ball. Perez showing why he's such a good defender. Kumblis has found some space. Searching kick. Becker on a lead. picking their way through. Sadler working hard and presenting well. Voss in the centre square. Rowe went bang. Look at him go. Doesn't often waste it. Perez. He'll feel that one. Attracted a crowd. Stoppage coming up on the wing. Hayes with a deft tap. Litzter. Can they catch them out on the turnover? Anderson. They cannot keep him quiet. Good disciplined defence. Burrows. Frederick. Doyle. Pokes it into the pocket. This is great ball movement and should result in a goal.
He's got it right where you want it. No excuses not to finish the job.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
Great team goal. If they keep playing like that, they won't be behind for long.
The double blues have pulled it back to 5 points. Doyle wins it out of the centre. Sadler, that's a dreadful hand pass. Looking to get this forward quickly with the advantage. He's generally a good kick. Which way will it bounce? He's had little impact so far. He'll be sore in the morning. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Doyle wins it. Sadler, he's still found a way. Frederick. Moore is calm in a crisis. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Who can get the clearance? Litzter. Hayes. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Edmonds throws it on the boot. Hayes got a fist in. Frederick squeezes the kick. Emmett, an ever-present threat. The fans will be happy to see this. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Hayes showing his skills. Litzter. Moore is cool under pressure. Sinor. Rowe marks on centre wing. That's skillful. Buck. The Eagles look well drilled. Williams in the clear. And go. Litzter only knows one way. This will be their first entry for a while. Rowe has it within range.
He hasn't managed to find the middle yet. He should do so here.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
So the underdogs throwing down the gauntlet. You can see their belief growing. Doyle wins the tap. Frederick trying to find a path. Anderson honours the lead. Clever kick. Carey does the crumbing. Farms it out. Matthews. Frederick stripped of it. The Eagles on the ball now. Good hands. The sprint is on. It would have been harsh to call that insufficient intent.
The double blues are not getting their hands on the ball anywhere near enough, so they need to turn that around if they're going to go on to win.
Hayes with a deft tap. Knight. It's loose inside the 50. Rowland will tidy up. Can he find a teammate? Felt the pressure. Knight. He's stopped in his tracks. Ballenden. He's caught. Great tackling technique there. That's commitment to the cause. Doyle got his palm to it. Sadler. That 4-0 forward amounts to nothing. Kicks to centre wing. Perez spoils. Voss loves the hard stuff. Gets his kick despite the heat. Barkler gathers. He's wrapped up. He's carried it over the line.
The Eagles were expected to give a good account of themselves today, but they're every chance of winning this.
Hayes with a deft tap. Litzter and go. Pounces. Bouncing ball. Not much he could have done there.
The double blues are fortunate the damage isn't worse because they're really struggling at the source.
Hayes wins the tap. Emmett. Barkler didn't need to be asked twice. He's kicked it the wrong way. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. No one could mark. Bay Sparks with an opportunity. He's kicked a goal.
How good was that finish under pressure? He's such a classy player.
Two goals each for the quarter. Doyle wins it. Frederick, he's having a ripper, although that's not his best kick. Moore cuts them off yet again. Ango in some space on the wing. Probing ball. They're moving the footy well here. He's been quiet, punched away. Buck gathers. Drop punt. That'll be a goal. Never in doubt.
If they can get up ahead of steam, they'll be hard to stop. That was a terrific passage of play, culminating in a great goal.
The Eagles are taking it right up to their more fancied opponents. Hayes wins the tap. Litzter kicks to space. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Rowe can't mark. Kicks for goal. And have a look at that. It's a wonderful finish under pressure.
Well, he saw the opening and put it away. Makes a real difference if you can consistently take those kinds of opportunities.
The Eagles have been impressive so far. There could be an upset brewing. Hayes showing his skills. Litzter. Newman leading by example. He's so clean with the footy. Quality delivery by foot. They have absolutely spifflicated him. The umpire says he had no prior. Good ruck work. Sadler, Battersby, just had to get it out. Edmonds. Moore, desperate to win it back. Harassed into an error. In no man's land. Hayes, who can run onto this and pump it forward? Fleeton gets the kick away. Battersby takes an excellent grab. Good vision there. Voss. Hayes with the big fist. Dakin has a paddock in front of him. Doyle, Burrows, Frederick. They've got them on the overlap. Battersby has worked hard to present. Gives it everything. Emmett, great body work. Can he finish it off?
He's 1 from 1 so far.
Should kick the goal now, and does.
It eases the pressure on the forwards when you have midfielders chipping in.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. Lukac punches it out of the ruck. Litzter is there in the clinches. Hayes, if he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. We've got a whistle. Umpire's ball. Lukac showing his skills. Much kicks laterally. Who's got the wheels? Ango. They're playing for keeps.
The Eagles would arguably be sitting on a greater lead if they'd been a little more careful with the ball. If they sort that out, they'll be hard to stop.
Lukac palms it down. Much. Hayes with a chance to send it forward. Rowe and go. It's a tough game. They've bottled it up. Good ruck work. Frederick. Battersby. Can he impose himself on the match? Grivell feeling the heat. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Time to turn on the Jets. Conforti lurking menacingly. Rowland took him high. Matthews has charged into space. The defence has fallen down. No one can mark. Dakin, face sparks. That could be a goal-saving tackle. He's set upon. Didn't take the first option, and he's been penalised.
Caught, and the chance goes begging. Great defence.
Matthews, an unexpected opportunity here.
Normally a reliable kick. Can he make this one count?
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
It's always good for the confidence to see that first shot go straight through.
The Eagles up by 5 points. Lukac gets his hand to it. Beattie, much. Crunching tackle. It's not a fair fight. The umpire will have it. Doyle has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Can he hit a target? They should have been going forward. Now they'll have to defend. Much. The kick is precise. He's been called to play on. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
He managed to find some space in a dangerous position and made them pay for their loose checking.
The Eagles with a bit of breathing space now. Doyle got his palm to it. He'll work all day. He just keeps racking up disposals. Anyone's ball. They've put themselves under pressure. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. They're tackling with venom today. Punch clear. Beattie manages to get off a handball. Litzter and go. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. He's everywhere at the moment. Kumblis intercepts. Normally delivers. That's a good option, and this looks promising. Emmett presents in space. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Beattie making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Taken to ground. That can only be holding the ball.
It's a bad feeling when you know you've been done cold.
They need a mark. Carey steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
One kick game again. Lukac got his palm to it. Beattie, much, leading from the front. Stripped of the footy. Had some assistance. Burrows thought his way through it. Moore doing what he does best. Dakin, it's on the way. Good-looking kick. He's dobbed it.
A midfielder who consistently hits the scoreboard is a real valuable commodity in modern footy.
The Double Blues are having a lot of the play and making it count too. Doyle has got on top. Lewis, Dakin. A good kick here and they'll be in business. He's hit up the lead. Sadler. He will surely make this count. He's going for home. And why wouldn't he with a finish like that?
The Eagles are all at sea trying to defend them. They're scoring almost at will.
The Double Blues having a good patch. Lukac wins it out of the centre. Beattie. Moore. They are tackling machines today. What can they build here? Centre square, loose ball. Looking to extend this margin. Rowland had the presence of mind to get to the dangerous spot. That's the first half done and dusted, and we have been treated to a shootout. Let's hope it continues. Now for some analysis from Gary Lyon.
Everywhere you look, there are great contests and players putting their bodies on the line. The game may open up once fatigue sets in, but so far these teams have been able to close down each other's space consistently, forcing long kicks, contests and turnovers. It's an absorbing match.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Doyle with a deft tap. Sadler, I've liked his game today. Good disciplined defence. Can he find a teammate? Barkler working hard and being rewarded. Not wanting to bomb to a contest. Honours the lead. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Hayes. Drop punts. Goal!
Their efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The Double Blues have had their lead reduced to a point. Doyle, the winner there. Lewis. He's lost it. Lister mops that one up. Knight. Burrows affects the turnover. Emmett couldn't get an effective disposal. This is promising. Dakin runs onto it. Attracted a crowd. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Important clearance here. Sadler. Battersby. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Doyle. It's a masterclass in ruck work. Dakin. Emmett. Kumblis. He's generally a good kick. Foot race on the wing. Knew the tackle was coming. Goes laterally. The benefit of the doubt does not apply here.
He's been penalised for being unable to pinpoint a teammate 60 metres away blindsided on his wrong foot.
Puncher has found some space. Doesn't often waste it. Doyle, ever reliable. Kumblis getting involved. Emmett must get this out. That's a great tackle, and it's been rewarded.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Meggins can keep it moving. He's had little impact so far. Doyle drops into the hole and cuts that one off. Meggins onto the non-preferred. Ango on a lead. Heads for the pocket. Voss is proving hard to pass. Illman. Becker outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. Daring run out of defence. What's he got on offer? Good-looking kick. Lewis has found some space. The double blues look well drilled. They've opened them up here. Probing ball. Dakin! Great hands there. What a game he's having. The Eagles have been caught napping. He's been quiet. Rowe went bang. Dishes it off. They are hunting the ball carrier. Sinor with a chance to run. Ango makes position. Kicks to centre wing. Dakin spoils. Puncher. A bit of a panicked handball. Ballenden. He's drawn a crowd. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Lukac with a deft tap. Hayes. Newman. He's only had the one inside 50. Kumblis is racking up spoils. Puncher. Nichols. Marks. That's hard to stop.
To put them back in front.
It's not the best kick. Has he done enough? He has.
He had the opportunity to put them in front. That's exactly what he's done. Lovely finish.
The Eagles have the edge, but they're in a dogfight. Don't worry about that. Big clearance to win here. Hayes, bad error there. Almost threw it out. Knight. They cannot keep him quiet. Intercepted, and they can launch from halfback. He doesn't waste many. Good work rate. He might have thought about the corridor. Spills the mark. He's gone. That's a well-placed kick. Seizes the moment. Going for territory. Kumblis saves the day again. His field kicking is normally first rate. Burrows in the clear. Battersby. That has to hurt. The double blues might be in a spot of bother. It's there!
It's not for nothing the third quarter is known as the premiership quarter.
The Eagles with a break now. The big men fly. Lister, Knight, Ango. How will the umpire see this? He seemed completely unaware of the company he had.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
He hasn't been himself today. Lukac makes good contact. Ballenden, Lister. He picked his pocket. The umpire whistles for a ball up. Lukac, the winner there. Hayes, Lister is cool under pressure. Rowe! That one was always his. Lowers the eyes. Puncher pushes into space and receives the footy. The kick was centimetre perfect. Golden opportunity here.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat? Yes, he can. What a goal!
This is one of the reasons why it's so hard to stop this team. They've got so many weapons that you can't shut them all down.
The Eagles by 17. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Deloya and go. They're going hammer and tong. Knight. Lukac. A few players stopped, but advantage has been paid. Sinor with the big fist. Beattie hasn't seen a lot of it. And go. Normally delivers. Edmonds takes an excellent grab. Can he be the fire starter? Sinor. We've seen that before. Deloya. Moore. The Eagles having a great patch. Searching kick. And that's a letdown. Good vision there. Perez. Does well under pressure. Moore. Time and again, he gets to the right place. Penetrating ball. Williams. Strong grab.
This deserves a goal. Should be a goal.
Through it goes, and they extend the lead.
They've risen to the challenge and are playing inspired football.
The Eagles have got it on their terms. Lukac with the tap. Knight. The double blues have won it back. Kicks to space. Grivell comes free in the tackle. That's poor play. Ballenden, he won't be happy with that one. Much. He's taken a beauty. They can smell victory. They're moving the footy well here. And go. Dealt with the pressure. Knight. He's besieged. The Eagles won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances. Doyle wins it down. Lewis. Emmett in his natural habitat. They desperately need a goal. Moore cuts them off yet again. Williams, dangerous to leave on his own. Puncher has got loose. Hayes, you can see their confidence growing. This is good ball movement. The Eagles are playing like winners. Rowe has it within range.
He's got it right where you want it. No excuses not to finish the job.
Rowe with 3 now.
If they can shut this player down, they'll make their task that much easier.
The double blues are looking disorganised. The big men fly. Lewis, Battersby, he's wrapped up. Sadler, that's an aggressive handball. Delightfully done. Doyle, he'll be sore in the morning, and we will do it all again. Lukac palms it down. Lewis, much, 1 step ahead. The Eagles have winners everywhere. Careful with the kick. Well played. Knight. Hayes. He's got support. Much. Has a paddock in front of him. Puncher. Deloya. Kicking for his first. Boot to ball, and that's a goal.
Whatever was said at half-time, it's worked. They're all over them.
It's looking every bit a blowout at this stage. The big men fly, like Batman and Robin. Sadler under the gun. He's hurried the kick. It's a poor one. Williams wins it back. Rowe needs to be quick. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it. Plays on. The double blues are out of trouble. The Eagles have denied them the corridor. Not his finest moment. Slips through his fingers. Williams. Meggans. That's a bit of a waste. Lewis taken to ground. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Doyle has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. Sadler, that is as bad as it gets.
The Eagles are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
Meggins, you know what's coming. He punches it through and they are flying.
It's a gift, really, and he's taken full advantage.
The Eagles are playing supreme footy at the moment. Can they keep it going? The two big men do battle. He just keeps racking up disposals. Hayes got to the right position and hung on. Knight, a quick getaway wasn't possible. Gets the kick away. Time to turn on the Jets. Lukac, he's under close attention. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Doyle gets his hand to it. Frederick is a clearance beast. There are only two ways you can dispose of it, and he did neither.
Did he actually make slight contact with the ball?
That's a good option, and this looks promising. Great play. He's hit up the lead.
That's probably as good a passage of players we've seen from them all day. It deserves a goal.
Can they get one back? No, they can't. Denied by the post.
You can't afford to miss gettable shots against a good side when you're already behind.
Taking no risks with the kick in. Deloya collects the half volley. Doesn't often waste it. They've given it up. What's he got on offer? Drives it deep. Fleeton tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Puncher with a chance to relieve the pressure. Much. That's good work rate. Knight can keep it moving. They're irrepressible at the moment. Barkler couldn't haul that one in. Probing ball. Matthews. Just as they were looking dangerous, they've coughed it up. Gee, they're playing well. The Eagles can smell blood. Hayes, all on his own. Slick hands. Barkler leans back and drills it.
It hasn't been his best day, but he's still found ways to impact the match.
The double blues can't take a trick at the moment. Doyle showing his skills. Dakin, Frederick, they've put themselves under pressure. Hayes. Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Doyle showing his skills. Dakin, Sadler, Anderson. The double blues need to make inroads soon. Grivell steadies, fires, bullseye!
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
They've pulled one back, but they need plenty more where that came from. Lukac slaps it out. Knight, much. It's a tough game. He ran into a brick wall. He's everywhere at the moment. Moore gets his kick despite the heat. Buck runs onto it and can drive them into attack. Voss clears the area. Becker leading by example. Honours the lead. Careful ball movement. Doyle has found some space. Holds it up, waiting for an option to present. Waiting for someone to come at him. He's been called to play on. He's run into trouble. The lift door's closed on him and he's gone.
You've got to be quicker than that.
They've turned it over. The Eagles have put the foot down and something bizarre would have to happen for them not to walk away with the win. Gary's with us again. What's on your mind, Gaz?
The double blues are getting smashed in clearance and contested ball, and you are never going to win a game of footy with that profile. They've been flat-footed and reactive, and it's put their defence under all sorts of pressure. It's time to really get to work and try to salvage something from this match.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. The big men fly. Deloya, Knight, manages to get off a handball. Doyle wins it back. Moore! Again with the superior judgment. Can he hit a target? Buck works hard to present. Newman, good kick. Much, read it well and claims the mark. Hayes, he's already got one. Now he's got two.
He hasn't had a big impact, but he's still found a way to kick a couple.
The Eagles clearly didn't read the script. They were supposed to struggle today. Doyle.
He's rucked superbly in a losing cause.
Deloya.
They're still cracking in hard deep into this match.
Lukac wins the tap. Knight.
He's been prolific.
Closed him down. Can't afford to give it back in the corridor. Puncher fumbles it.
They have absolutely spifflicated him.
Barkler runs towards goal and slams it through for a six-pointer.
If you had any doubt before, you shouldn't now.
We thought this one might be close, but it hasn't turned out that way. Doyle.
They won't blame him.
In the middle. Anderson. Not a lot of positives today. Barkler leads his opponent. Dakin runs onto it. Kicks to space. Grivell dishes it off. Doyle. Spearing pass.
Snelling marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
To give the faithful something to cheer about.
They sorely need a goal, and he delivers.
They've got to find a way to get him into the game. We know how damaging he can be.
The double blues need to follow that goal up. Good ruck work. Dakin. Anderson normally delivers. The kick is precise. Lewis. You can't question his commitment. Turned over. Ango with a chance to run.
I've liked his game today.
Doyle cuts it off. The Eagles guarding the corridor. He doesn't waste many. Anderson has worked hard to present. They've worked it well. How's the entry? Moore dealt with the pressure.
They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle.
Rucks go at it. Lays it off. He didn't break stride.
They cannot keep him quiet.
Dangerous spot for a loose ball. Williams, ever reliable. The kick lets them down. Can he find a teammate? Moore spoils. Hayes farms it out. Grivell runs onto it. Throws it on the boot. It must be his birthday. Puncher makes position.
Not wanting to bomb to a contest.
They're moving the footy well here. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Terrific forward pressure. Illman will tidy up. Anderson on a lead. Clever kick. That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. They've got them on the overlap. Much. Dangerous to leave on his own. Can he finish it off? Becker is worth his weight in goal. It's hard to find a winner for them today. Kumblas has a vice-like grip. Searching kick. Moore read it well. They're a big chance here. Puncher! That's a big play. Looking to get it down there quickly.
Danger averted, frantic defence.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Trying to catch them out.
Snelling presents in space. Careful with the kick.
Dakin
is hard to beat one-on-one. Slowing it down. Got a little time here. Well played.
What's he got on offer?
He's got an option in the centre square. Barkler
Takes an excellent grab.
They keep coming. Good work rate. Delivers a long ball. Illman at full back stops them in their tracks. The double blues
Might be about to start something. That's well played.
His field kicking is normally first rate. Burrows
Pushes into space and receives the footy.
lowers the eyes.
He's stolen a march.
He's generally a good kick. No wonder coaches go grey. Litzter, Williams, working hard and being rewarded. Ango, who's at home? Becker,
We've seen that before. No easy exit. They're tackling with venom today.
Lukac, showing his skills. Deloya,
Quick snap is off target.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Looking for a quick transition.
quality delivery by foot. Good-looking kick. The Eagles on the ball now. Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
He hasn't missed one yet. He hasn't looked like missing. What a game he's having.
The double blues checked out of this one a long while ago, if we're honest. Doyle got his palm to it. Dakin, that's a dreadful hand pass. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. Umpire calls advantage and off they go. Lewis, Beattie, desperate to win it back. Knight, centre square, loose ball. Deloya couldn't get a disposal. Plays on, just has to hit a target. Beattie, can he mop up? Sinor, Ballenden takes the hand pass, hacking it forward. Litster gets to the front spot. Knight, this is promising. The double blues are chasing tail. Litster, ball spills free in the tackle. Anderson, working hard and presenting well. Doesn't often waste it. Matthews has got loose. Well-weighted kick. Lewis in the clear on centre wing. Illman. The double blues have been out of sorts. Defence 101 there. Anderson under pressure. Kumblis hunting the footy. Is anyone home? And go. Time and again he gets to the right place. Ignoring the corridor for now. The kick was centimetre perfect. Junk times come early. Williams, I'm not sure he wanted it. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Lukac showing his skills. Deloya. Perez wins it back. Great mark. That's skillful. Burrows. He's caught. Squeezes the kick. Perez in space. Can run and carry. Throw in deep in the pocket.
What are your thoughts, Gary?
The double blues. Midfielders need to adopt a defensive emphasis because their opponents are whisking the ball away from stoppage too easily.
Doyle wins the tap. Deloya gets his kick despite the heat. The kick's astray and out of bounds.
It's a dead set smashing on the scoreboard and a smashing in the clearances as well.
Lukac showing his skills. Deloya. Sloppy disposal and will have a throw in.
The double blues haven't been able to get the ball inside their forward 50 nearly often enough today. And it's not just the midfield's fault. Their rebounding defenders have lacked their usual panache.
They like it behind the goals. He's got it.
They are showing them no mercy and fully cashing in, and so they should.
The Eagles go on their merry way. Good ruck work. Lewis manages to get off a handball. Sadler. Anderson. What's he got on offer? He's everywhere at the moment. Rowland. They must be sick of the sight of that. Honours the lead. Looking to hit up the short option. They might be out here. Penetrating ball. Hayes. He's taken a beauty. It's becoming a training drill. Litster drops into the hole and marks. Picking their way through. Becker with the big fist.
The Eagles are really on top in the clearances at the moment. That continues. This match is only going to go one way.
Lukac with a deft tap. Steadies. Drop punt. Goal!
The Eagles can do no wrong. You've got to make the most of these matches.
The Eagles, with 3 in a row now, they're playing well. Doyle showing his skills. Dakin, can he hit a target? Anyone's ball. Hone, he'll feel that one. Hasn't seen a lot of it. In no man's land. Dakin, when one tackle just won't do. Voss, it's not been his day, that's for sure. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin. Anderson has drifted forward and marked.
Straight in front, should not miss.
It's a deep kick. He's got it.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
Can they follow that goal up with another?
Good ruck work. Hayes. The Eagles should score here. Becker wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Not a lot of positives today. Nichols went bang. Perez. And we will do it all again. Doyle got his palm to it. Lewis, solid tackle. We'll have another ball up. Doyle wins the hit out. Dealt with the pressure. Battersby.
The kick is predictably ineffective.
The Double Blues are having a go. They're just having one of those days when nothing's going right.
Punch clear. Much. Barkler. Knight. Somehow released the ball. Hayes. He's not giving up. It's a hot footy. The Eagles
Won't mind this. They've smashed them in the clearances.
Doyle.
He's rucked superbly in a losing cause.
Battersby. Buck in the right spot at the right time. Harassed into an error. Voss read that well. Can he find a teammate? Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. Edmonds.
Must be incorrect disposal. It is.
It's a hot footy today. He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
Heads for home. That was never missing.
3 goals straight, and he's certainly making the most of his opportunities.
I'd say the sting has gone out of this one, but I'm not sure there was any sting to begin with.
Knight has been irrepressible. Much. Battersby didn't need to be asked twice. Anderson takes a beauty.
What's he got on offer?
Great play. Rowland goes without it. Newman is calm in a crisis. Barkler, Rowe on a lead. Clever kick. Doyle making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Much. Nichols has it within range.
There's some pretty ordinary defending going on out there at the moment.
A chance to extend the margin, but alas, he has hit the post.
Well, you can't afford to dwell on it. Just got to make sure you get the next one.
Looking for a quick transition.
Voss has found some space. Probing ball. Lewis. He ran into a brick wall. Barkler, one step ahead.
They're still cracking in hard deep into this match.
Hayes showing his skills. Much. Knight, so influential today.
Who's got the wheels?
Dangerous place to lose it. Touch and go. Misses.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
He's off. Illman works hard to present. Good kick. He's hit up the lead. Chips to halfback. Burrows pushes into space and receives the footy. This is more positive. That's symptomatic of their malaise. Hayes. They're a big chance here. Becker ensures that 4-8 will come to nothing. His field kicking is normally first rate. Battersby
Taken to ground. He's drawn a crowd. No leniency from the umpire there.
Better to kick to a contest and get done holding the ball.
quality delivery by foot. Can he finish it off?
The Eagles are keen to make the absolute most of this, and why not?
Needs that to come back, and it does.
The Eagles are feasting on the carcass. They have been ruthless. They haven't had much to beat, mind you.
The Eagles have dished out what seems likely to be the first of a few smackings this year. They are without doubt one of the teams to beat. What a performance that was, Half. What did you make of it?
The Eagles were terrific in close today, and it enabled them to generate a significant inside 50 differential. They also controlled the tempo, moving the footy quickly when the opportunity presented, but they were prepared to maintain possession and be patient when necessary. This is a well-rounded and potent side.
OK then, I'm sure we'll be hearing plenty more in the next couple of days. Thanks, Half.
That brings our coverage to a close. Thanks for being with us. We'll catch you again soon.